Hi everyone! Today we're making a sleek, professional-grade phone pocket. We're doing things a bit differently this time. Most patterns start with a standard foundation chain, which often leaves one side looking flimsy or uneven. To achieve a high-end, perfectly symmetrical look, we are creating two identical panels, Part 1 and Part 2. By seaming them together, we ensure every edge is rigid, uniform, and built to last. Let's dive in. Part 1. The foundation. We begin Part 1 with 85 foundation slip stitches. This is the secret to a sturdy base. For the first stitch, make your slip knot and chain 2. Insert your hook into the first chain, yarn over, and pull through one loop. Yarn over again and pull through both loops. That's your first stitch. For the following stitches, insert your hook into the side of the V shape of the previous stitch. Yarn over and pull through one loop. Yarn over again and pull through both loops. Repeat this until you have 85 stitches. I'll show this process several times so you can catch the rhythm. Row 1. For row 1, chain 1 and turn. We're working 84 half double slip stitches into the back loop only. When you reach the end, work 2 half double slip stitches into the last stitch to round the corner. As you can see in the photo, the initial slip knot is circled. We skip that and do not work into it. Now, moving to the other side of our foundation row, work 2 half double slip stitches into the very first stitch. Then, work 84 half double slip stitches back down the other side. You should have a total of 172 stitches. From this point forward, we work in a continuous spiral with no joins and no turning chains. Work 172 half double slip stitches in the front loop. Use a scrap piece of yarn as a stitch marker so you don't lose your place. Now that our first 2 rounds are complete, for rounds 3 and 4, we will continue working exactly as we did for round 2. 1 half double slip stitch into the front loop only of every stitch. You can see the difference between the sides. The right side has a beautiful look, almost like knitting, while the wrong side has a different texture. Round 5. This is our decorative round. Work 1/2 double slip stitches and front loop only. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch. Repeat this sequence until the end of the round. I'll show you how to finish the final stitches of this round. Rounds 6 and 7. Finish strong with 2 more rounds of solid half double slip stitches. Fasten off and I'll show you how to weave in the tail end to close the last stitch invisibly. Now, go ahead and make a second piece exactly the same way. This marks the bottom of the pocket. Assembly and marking now. First, grab one of your panels and let's place our markers. Starting from the bottom center, count 35 stitches up and place 2 markers. Count 40 stitches further up and place 2 more markers. This defines the pocket opening. The remaining 11 stitches on each side, 22 total, will form the handle. Grab your second part. Align it with the first at the bottom centers, where your rounds began, and mark the second part in the exact same order. The seaming, mattress stitch. We're using the mattress stitch for an invisible professional seam. Place your 2 panels side by side. We aren't sewing on the right or the wrong side, but right along the inside edges. Look for the horizontal bars, the bridges between your stitches. Insert your needle under a bar on one side, then do the same on the other. Don't pull the yarn tight yet. Work a few stitches loosely until it looks like a ladder. Then gently pull the yarn to zip the seam shut. This creates a perfectly flat, invisible join that's ideal for our pocket openings. We will use this technique for all joined parts. The handle. Sew the top 22 stitches together, 11 from each side. This creates the bridge between the openings. The base. Sew 35 stitches up each side, 70 total, to create the secure bottom of your pocket. The openings. Leave the 40 stitch sections unsewn. These are your access holes. And there it is. Because we used 2 identical panels, the openings are perfectly balanced and won't stretch out over time. It's functional, sturdy, and looks store-bought. If you enjoyed this technical approach to crochet, please hit the like button. I'd love to see your finished pockets. Tag me in your photos. Thank you for choosing my pattern. Happy crocheting!